That time of the year where everyone starts to hear a lot more news than we normally do. What is up, Finn fans and football fans? You never know. Maybe some of you guys aren't Dolphin fans and are over here just wanting some combine news. Because if you didn't know, tell by the title, got some news coming out of, essentially this is kind of the first day of the combine. The first day of the actual, on the field stuff is Thursday. But today, everyone started showing up, doing their thing. Again, today of me recording this is Monday. You guys are watching this on a Tuesday. So as of Monday, me recording this, got some news. Some GMs are talking about the Dolphins. There's some things I want to talk about when it comes to the Dolphins, when it comes to certain players not participating in the combine, some other newses and notes, all that stuff. So before we jump into that stuff, I got to give you guys some trivia and some facts. So again, being that this is Monday of me recording this, let's do a fact and then I'll do trivia after that. And then the answer to the trivia will be right before a comment of the day. Essentially, comment of the day is, yeah. So fact is, in 2002, Ricky Williams ran for 100 plus yards in a club record entering 2018, 5 consecutive games for the Miami Dolphins. So in 2002, Ricky Williams, 100 plus yards in 5 consecutive games, which is a record as of 2018. But 2019, we couldn't run if our life depended on it. So yeah, it's still a record, Ricky, and one of the best Dolphin running backs of all time. Now, today is the 25th for you guys watching it. Here's your trivia. What longtime NFL linebacker from Bartow, Florida, and the University of Miami, Florida, was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame in his first year of eligibility in 2018? You guys in Premiere, spam it, and you guys below, comment it, and then, you can edit it and say, damn, I was right or wrong when I talk about it after I talk about all this other stuff. So let's jump into the fat of this video. Now, tomorrow, if no news breaks or if no big things break, because there's a few things that broke today, me being Monday, then I have plans, my plans going on, right? I'm going to talk about the combine. I'm going to talk about some of the highs, some of the lows, some of the top performers, some of the bad performers. That's my plan to do with the combine. I also still have my free agency videos where I'm going to be talking about essentially who we're going to focus on certain positions. So I'm going to talk about the best free agent quarterbacks, wide receivers, all that stuff. It's going to be a little bit more compact where I'm going to do more in one. Then also I'm going to talk about who the Dolphins should cut and re-sign. We're getting close. We're getting very, very, very close, being that it is the 25th. We don't have much longer until free agency starts on the 18th and tampering starts on the 26th. I got about 2 weeks. So I got a lot to put in there, so be sure to hit that subscribe button so you can check all these videos out. First things first today, being Monday, the 24th, it's Brian Flores' birthday. Happy birthday to you, Brian Flores. You did very well in 2019 with nothing. You had nothing on the team. You had some things, but a lot of it was nothing. You won 5 games. Good on you. Happy birthday to you. Now let's talk about some of the things that are happening coming out of the combine, right? First thing, Mike Freeman tweeted something out. I'll pop it up here. You guys can read it along with me. NFC GMs tell me Dolphins are already extremely active in talking with other teams. He said that specific GM said this. They are shaping up to be among the biggest factors in this draft. My response to that GM and my response to Mike Freeman, duh. I said this when we are getting towards the end of the season. I also said this about a week ago and about every week coming into the combine. Yes, the Miami Dolphins have 14 draft picks. We don't know what the comp picks are yet. I have the most cap space in the NFL. The point of them doing what they did last offseason, the point of them doing what they did right before the season started, again, was not to tank to get the first overall pick, was to build and prepare themselves and put themselves in a great position to do what they want to do this offseason and potentially next offseason and build a dynasty. So the fact that these GMs are like, oh, the Dolphins are coming in here and they're wheeling and dealing already. They're talking to this person, that person, doing their thing like a chicken wing. It's not surprising to me. It actually makes me feel very excited. I can't wait for, I think it's April 23rd, I think the draft is, 24th. I can't wait. Can't wait for free agency. 2 weeks. A little over 2 weeks. Can't wait. But that's not a surprise to me that the Dolphins are wheeling and dealing. And a lot of people are thinking that they're going to be a huge factor in this offseason. Yes. They're not. I will say this with 80% certainty. They're not drafting all 14 of those picks. A lot of, I see them trading up or trading down. Now, will they trade up from 5? I don't want them to, but if they do, they do. Do. But I see them making a lot of moves to put themselves in better situations and also to get the best players. Again, just because it's the best player when it comes to being scouted and combined and all this other stuff doesn't mean that it's the best player that will fit the scheme of the Dolphins. That's the other thing we have to realize. A lot of people like these certain players out of college, whether it be your favorite player, whether it not be your favorite player, and that's something I'm going to talk about in Comment of the Day. They have to fit the scheme of the Dolphins. Yes, the Miami Dolphins said they will move their scheme around the player. Yes, the Miami Dolphins have said they will fit whatever it takes to make that player a top player and a player that fits this organization. But also, you don't want to bend too much. Like if they get Chase Young, obviously they're going to make Chase Young work. They're obviously going to put him in the position to succeed. But, they're not going to be taking certain players and then saying like, oh, you're going to play here. And the person's like, I never played there. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the things coming out of the combine. The other thing coming out of the combine is the hand size of these quarterbacks. Now I have 6 quarterbacks. These are like the top 6 quarterbacks. These are the top 6 quarterbacks you could probably see in the first 3 rounds get drafted. I have here written down their height, their weight, and their hand size. Now and again, I'm going to talk about this in a little bit. A lot of people are very interested in these things. And I'm going to run down the list. I didn't put them in any specific order. This is just the way they came up. Joe Burrow, 6'3" and 4/8. It's decent size for a quarterback. 221 pounds. He's got a 9-inch hand. And the way they measure it, if you guys want to know, if you guys want to measure it, watching this, you measure from your thumb. You stretch your hand out like this, right? And you measure from your thumb to your pinky. That's what they're measuring, the span of their hand, from your thumb to your pinky. I got a pretty big hand. I'm 6'5", so there's only one guy on this list that's taller than me. I haven't measured my span of my hand. I don't have anything here to measure it. But Joe Burrow, 6'3", I'm taller than him. How you do? 221 pounds, 9-inch hand span. So a lot of people were talking about that. That's a big deal. Joe Burrow has tiny hands. It's right, and it's their dominant hand. They measure their throwing hand for the quarterbacks. So for me, it'd be this hand. Tiny hands. So then he came out with a tweet, said that he's retiring from football because his hand's too tiny. He's joking about it. He's got a good sense of humor. Herbert, 6'6" and 2/8, 236 pounds. He is taller than me. He's the only guy on this list that is taller than me. Is Herbert. He's taller than me. 6'6", 236. I weigh a little bit more than him, but that's because I'm out of shape and fat. 10-inch span on his hands. 10 inches. That's something you should, put in your noggin. He's got the physicality. He's got the mold of a quarterback. When you look at a quarterback and you're like, I like what I see there. He's got, like I said, he's got the mobility, he's got the hands, he's got the height, he's got the things. But there's some downside to him. Again, I'll talk about that in a second when it comes to downside. Tua. Everyone wants to know about Tua. He's 6 foot. Flat. 6 foot, 217. His left hand, which is his throwing hand, is 10 inches. He's got an inch on Joe Burrow. And his right hand, I don't know why they measure his right hand. Is he ambidextrous? I don't think so. 9 7/8. But his throwing hand is 10 inches. And then, like I said, Jordan Love. I did all of the top quarterbacks. Jordan Love, 6'3", 6'8", 224, 10 4/8 inch hand. He's got the biggest throwing hand of all the quarterbacks that the top 6. 10 inches, 10 inches, 4/8. Then you got Hurts, 6'1", 222, 9 6/8, and then Jake Fromm, 6'1" 7/8, 219 pounds, 8 7/8 inch hand. That's not good. You think Joe Burrow's 9-inch hand is small? 8 7/8 inch. It's not that like the 1/8 of an inch from friggin' Fromm to Burrow, but he's got the smallest hands. That doesn't look good for him because I think he was being like a projected second, third round pick. That might hurt him a little bit. But that is the measurements when it comes to their hands. Tua, the only people that have a bigger hand than him are, well, he's got the same hand width as Herbert, and Love has the bigger hand than both of them. So, and people want to talk about he's small. I can name you, just look at Russell Wilson. Just because you're a small quarterback doesn't mean that you're going to be a bad quarterback. So there's that. Then the participating. Who's participating, who's not participating in the combine? Some people think, I'll wait till my pro day when I have the receivers I know, when I'm in a comfortable situation, because that's essentially what I'll be playing with a team that I've practiced with for months on months on months. I'm comfortable with that. Chase Young isn't participating. Does it bother me? Not really. If you really want my God's honest opinion, it doesn't really bother me that Chase Young isn't participating. Is Tua participating? He did say in January that he will be participating, but he said it's more about his physical. So is Tua really going to be participating? I don't think so. Also, Joe Burrow, are you going to be throwing? Are you going to wait for your pro day? Those two things haven't been completely confirmed. As of me recording this to Monday night, Tua is getting his physical, so probably tomorrow we'll know about it. I'll give you guys a video, again, tomorrow being today for you. I'll probably give you a video when I get out of work at like 5 or 6, so keep your eyes open for that. If any breaking news happens with that, I will give you guys a video when I get home, so probably like 7 or 8, the video will come out. And again, for the people who are like, I don't care, listen, I'm going to talk about all the quarterbacks. I literally gave you a list of 6 of them. If news breaks about Jake Fromm, he gets hurt. Hurts, he gets hurt. Jordan Love, Herbert. I'm making a video about all of them. It just so happens to some breaking news. And then, unfortunately, this guy isn't a quarterback, but I do want to talk about him because it sucks, and it's sad to hear. South Carolina wide receiver Bryan Edwards, he broke his foot, so he's not going to be able to participate in the combine, and that really is going to hurt his draft stock. He's probably going to drop third, maybe a little further. Really sucks to hear, but he's not going to be participating. But be sure to comment below, fellas. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think of these kinds of videos, too. Just like give you guys some breaking news from the day, especially at the combine and other stuff. I'm going to try to do things like that. Like if it's not quiet, but if it's days like this, I'm going to try to give you guys some news going out through the day, especially when people get together, like the owners meeting and stuff. So be sure to comment below. Let me know what you think of these videos. I take a lot of what you guys say seriously. Before I get into comment of the day, the answer to the trivia question, which is, what longtime NFL linebacker from Bartow, Florida, and the University of Miami was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame in the first year of eligibility in 2018? I said eligibility like I was drunk, but that's just what happens when I talk really fast. I'm going to give you guys another 5 seconds over here in the premiere. What do you guys think? Who do you guys think it is? Come on, he went to Miami University. He's from Florida. He's a Florida guy. First year inductee, got right in there, first shot in 2018. Middle linebacker. His first number starts with a 5. Second number ends in a 2. What do you got? Yes, it's Ray Lewis. Ray Lewis, he played for the Baltimore Ravens from 1996 to 2012. I like players like that. I don't know why, but I'm very nostalgic, and I'm very I like players that stick with one team. Dan Marino, stuck with one team. John Elway, stuck with, they just stuck with one team. And then when the team was like, hey, we need to go younger. And then they were like, I can still play, and then just like, we're going to retire. I want to be a one-team player. I like those players. Not saying anything against Brett Favre, but really? So let's get into comment of the day. Now, comment of the day is kind of like a smorgasbord of comments from comment of the day. So I was on Twitter, and there was a video that popped up of Tua walking into the combine, and he had, this was another debate on Twitter, but be sure to follow me on Twitter. I'm not even going to say it after this because I'm saying it now, but be sure to follow me on Twitter. I'm going to pop it up early. Why not? Because I was having a great discussion with a lot of you guys, and I retweeted the video of Tua walking into the combine. He had a limp. Now, was it a noticeable limp where he was like popping that hip? No, but he had a little bit of a limp. And then a lot of people were like, hey, he always walked like that. I went back and I watched the game. I watched him walking into the stadium against Tennessee, and he didn't have that same limp. Am I saying it's a big thing? Am I saying, this or that? No, but he's got a little bit of a limp. So I said he's got a limp. A lot of Tua, people who love Tua are just like, went like, no, he doesn't have a limp. So I wanted to do an exercise. To the people that love Tua, I wanted you to tell me one thing you didn't like about him. And I wanted to see how this goes. Now, the exercise went horrible because I had people who didn't like Tua, people who don't want Tua, just telling me all the things of why they didn't like him. But that wasn't the point. The point of me saying that was us as fans who love our players and love specific players. Like there's guys that love Josh Rosen. You got to be able to see their flaws as well as their greatness. You got to be able to like talk about it. So if I say his hip bothers me, can't get mad at me for saying that. Josh Rosen, if I tell you that his appearance too slow when it comes to football now, don't get mad at me. You got to be able to criticize players you love. And that was kind of an exercise I wanted to do. I got 30 comments on it. I said, you guys say one thing that you don't like about Tua to the people that love Tua. And I got a lot of people that didn't like Tua chiming in, but some of these are good. One person said that's easy. He's not a Dolphin. That's what I don't like. One person said that he let his parents decide too much. Let me see if I can get to that. SoCal Dolphin. He said, I don't like that he allows his folks to make decisions for him. I like that because his parents and his family is starting to come out more and be more vocal when it comes to where he's being drafted, all that stuff. I like that one a lot. Some people said this injury. Josh Houts said injury history and undersized. He is a smaller quarterback, and that injury history is something. So that's another good one. A lot of people are saying hip. Grew up a Cowboys fan. And let's talk about that real quick before I end the video. Cowboys. He did an interview where a lot of people are blowing this out of proportion, where they asked him, if you could be drafted to any team, which team would you want to be drafted to? He said the Cowboys, and everyone's taking it as he wants to go to the Cowboys, he wants to go to the Cowboys, he wants to go to the Dolphins, he doesn't want to the Lions, he wants to go to the Cowboys. Oh my God, Cowboys are going to trade up with the Dolphins. They're going to do all these things to get Tua because now Prescott, they can let him go because Tua wants to go. If you go back and read it, which I'm not going to do, but if you go back and read it, he didn't say he wants to go to the Cowboys. What he said was, well, if I had to choose, I might as well pick my favorite team I grew up watching, the Cowboys. Doesn't mean he wants to go to the Cowboys. It doesn't mean that if he doesn't get picked by the Cowboys, he's going to be upset. It's just a question to an answer. We all blew it out of proportion. But thank you guys for commenting. Thank you guys for Twitter. Like I said before, follow me on Twitter. But it was fun. I even thanked you guys on Twitter. You guys killed it with that exercise, and I loved every minute of it. And I really do appreciate you guys coming on there and chatting that up. So yeah, be sure to follow me on Twitter. Be sure to check out the Bit Boys podcast. We have 2 episodes done. I'm going to start uploading those suckers. I just ordered a mic. I just ordered a bunch of things here. I'm trying to get a new camera. I'm trying to do a bunch of things to make this channel feel better. That's what my full-time job is just to feed money into this channel and make it better. As of me recording this, I just broke 9,000 subscribers. We are at 9,001 subscribers. Thank you guys so very, very much for hitting that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Road to 10K is getting closer and closer and closer, my dudes. We are now less than 1,000 subscribers away from 10,000 subscribers. So be sure to hit that subscribe button. I have so much planned for you guys. I'm live streaming every other weekend on Saturday at 1 o'clock. So if you ever were like, hey, I want to check out your live streams, every other Saturday. So not this Saturday, the Saturday after at 1 o'clock, I live stream. So be sure to check that out. Live streaming the draft, doing all that stuff. So be sure to hit the subscribe button. Be sure to hit the like button. Let me know you like this stuff. Let me know you're interested in this stuff. I got a lot planned for you guys. I can't believe I broke 9,000 subscribers. You guys are amazing. I love every single one of you guys. Check out DolphinsTalk.com. Really great site. Also, have my stuff on there. They have a lot of other podcast beat writers, all that stuff. Be sure to check that out. Other than that, I will see you guys, if not today, later today, definitely tomorrow. I'm going to do another video, either more combine news or I'm going to start doing my free agency videos. So other than that, I'll see you guys either later today or tomorrow. It all depends on the news. Hopefully nothing broke while I'm at work right now. I'm literally at work right now chatting with you guys. So hopefully nothing broke. But other than that, I'll see you guys either later today or tomorrow. But like usual, thank you guys so much for helping me break 9,000 subscribers. Stay classy. Fins up.